it looks like we will be coming into the first match right away. The Fox Boy, look at all those. I like the little gold Twitch coins there. That's cool. Okay, so what they will do is autocorrect still says esports. Oh, it does with the lowercase e. Interesting. Okay. Because I know Nova, we changed it up when that announcement first came out, but yeah. Okay. Ooh, I'm so excited. And don't forget too, I am streaming both matches today. So so definitely stick around after this first one. Okay. The announcement for the very first request to go up. Oh my goodness. Okay. I can't wait. Also, let me know how the music levels are compared to my mic levels. If anything is off, if anything needs to be a little bit louder. You guys just let me know in the chat, okay? Here we go. I almost pressed friendly battle, I swear. Oh. All right, here we go, folks. Very first battle in this epic matchup between Cream Esports CA and Magic Superiority. If you guys are voting for somebody, let me know in the chat who you're cheering for. So we have a Royal Ghost Grandpa coming out from Eddie JJ. And Eddie JJ is playing against Carlitos. Carlitos is playing for Magic Superiority, and Eddie for Cream Esports. So let's see here. A poison on that pump. Really nice play by Eddie. He's not going to let Carlitos get any elixir advantage. So it looks like we might have that Three Musketeer Grandpa deck from Eddie. But he's going to completely demolish this tower. Very well played. Carlitos decided not to defend it. He's like, you know what? Let's just tower trade. I'm cool with that. Or at least that's what he's going to try to do. The problem with that, though, is that, wow, Eddie has the P.E.K.K.A. The P.E.K.K.A. coming down. He already used the poison, though, so the bats from the Night Witch are going to do a number. Oh, and look at this. It is going to be a tower trade. Well played, well played. Now he's just going to try to eliminate too much damage from happening onto that King Tower. I think the Bandit was maybe an overcommitment, but I could be wrong. It looks like I was wrong, because they just took another, like, over 1,000 damage off. Okay. So, what's the big spell that Carlitos has? I've been seeing Rocket in some Golem decks. How gross would that be if he could just Rocket and Zap? And that would be game over. Oh my goodness. You're super chill. Oh, thanks, Corey. Or you mean like I'm chiller than normal? Oh, you think it's poison, Sir Joltix? It could be poison. Interesting that that Carlitos put the golem push on this side. Okay, I see what he's doing. So, yeah, so he's going to go for that 3 crown. He was able to poison, so now all he needs is a poison and a zap, and that's going to be game. Poison at tournament standard does 216 damage. So, I think that's what he's looking for. It really didn't matter where his troops were. He just needed to get 1 poison on that tower. And as soon as he builds up a bit of elixir lead, then he'll be able to go in for that poison and zap. And there goes the poison, and I'm sure the zap will be coming right after. There's the zap, and that's going to be game. Okay. I don't think it's a spell. Yeah, it definitely was going to be a spell. Golem decks really have to have that spell, and poison works really well because the golem stays alive forever, right? So, so this way, poison lasts for, what is it, 8 seconds, I think? And that works really well with such a tanky unit. So, so good game on that. And yeah, the golem takes it down. So now we have Kevin R.A. Playing against... I can't really read the name, but we'll see it in 2... Oh, it's Dragneil, sorry. And let's see here. Kevin is playing for Magic Superiority. And Dragneil for Cream Esports. This is definitely giving me very good practice at multitasking. Like talking, but making sure I click the spectate button while I'm still talking. And usually when I'm streaming, just like ladder gameplay or challenges and that, it's so different because I'm in control of everything. So, but this is amazing practice, and I feel like I'm going to learn so much from watching all of these matches and just being right in it. So, I like that poison from Kevin RA. I think a lot of times people get too concerned with getting that, getting the tower damage value out of a poison. And granted, of course, like any opportunity that you do have to hit a tower as well as take out the troops is wonderful. But I think that people spend a little too much concern on making sure that it hits the tower, where it can actually be detrimental to the gameplay in certain situations. So let's see here. So Kevin does end up going for an offensive poison. He doesn't decide to save that poison for defense when the other graveyard comes down. So we got graveyard against graveyard. Very similar decks. I wonder what Kevin's going to have for his last card. Is he going to have the Hunter? It looks like Dragneel has guard, which Kevin does not have, and the Hunter. So we'll see what that last card is. Looks like Hunter might be in for the Dark Prince. So let's see. And we still haven't seen the last two cards from Dragneel either. Dragneel having a bit more tower damage done on Kevin's towers here. So we'll see. Graveyard against graveyard, peeps. This is going to be a good one. Oh, that was a defensive poison? Oh, that's right. It was red. Sorry. You're right. You're right, Saeed. Okay. And it was a well-played defensive poison because he was able to save a lot of tower damage there. So this is the Three Musketeer. Oh, wow. So this is like this is almost a poison bait right here. Dragneel had to use the poison against the Three Musketeers. Now Kevin is coming in and is like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go in with a graveyard poison of my own. So, very smart. Like, that was a pretty textbook bait play right there. Very cool. So I wonder what strategy Dragneel is going to take on now that he realizes that. I see that he put the Tesla closer to the tower, and he's still going to poison those archers. And now he's expecting the graveyard to come down, but then the Tesla's there to kind of help out. Wow. Very, very well played. He was able to take out all of that offensive, just huge, massive push coming at him quite easily. So that's a defensive poison there. Well played by Kevin. And he was able to really stymie the troops. You can see closer to the river there. Kind of a trick with Graveyard is, say they have like a giant skelly or something like that coming down the lane. Try to put a knight or whatever you are defending it with, put it like right at the bridge so that when they drop the graveyard, the tower's actually targeting the graveyard instead of targeting that giant skelly. You'll definitely save a lot of tower damage. So Dragneel's using that Tesla to try and clean up some of those skeletons. But again, he can't use the poison on defense on the graveyard because he has to deal with the Three Musketeers. Let's see here. So he actually decided to put the poison on offense there. I think that's going to come back to hurt him, because how's he going to deal with these Musketeers? He's going to have guards, or he puts the Mega Minion down once one starts targeting the tower. Well played. But now look at this. This tower's almost gone. And that'll be one more poison, and that's game. Again, poison doing 216 at tournament standard. Wow, well played. He's going to have to defend against this push here, but I think he's going to be okay. If he absolutely had to, he would have been able to use a defensive poison and then waited. But no problems here, and he will take that down. And that's going to give the second win to Magic Superiority. Okay, well done, well done. It was really well played on both sides as well, and it was really unfortunate that the poison bait wasn't letting Dragneel get through, right? He always had to choose where he wanted to use his poison, and he actually had 3 places he wanted to use his poison: on the Musketeers, defensively for the graveyard, and offensively for his graveyard. So what do you choose between those 3, and then how are you going to break through? So let's see here. We have Yao, and Yao is playing for Magic Superiority, and he's going up against Carlidios Manco. And I apologize if I mispronounce anything. I'll definitely do my best to get the proper pronunciation. So here we have Yao playing a Lava Hound. Okay. Very well. Very interesting here. We'll see what he's going up against. Lava Hound is very temperamental depending on your matchups. Oh, it's the Lava Hound Rascals deck. I saw in Chadden playing this today, and it was so good. Because the boy rascal is so tanky. He's a bowler, basically. So you have this tanky bowler walking down the lane underneath of your Lava Hound. So, and then it's going to tank for all those little pups. So very, very nicely done. Are they all Mexican? I can't see. I think they are a Spanish group, yes. So let's see here. Drops another Lava Hound in the back. I like having that tombstone up at first to help to keep those Spirit Goblins from getting too much damage on the tower. And then also it does help, if anything, if they try to punish you when you drop the Lava Hound. But Carlidios, he's not playing a punished deck. I'm assuming that there's going to be a P.E.K.K.A. in here, or some type of tank he needs. Look at that. Those little lava pups are doing crazy damage on that tower. Wow. The only one I can tell is Manuel. He's Canadian. Yes, well, I think the Cream Esports, that is the Canadian team. So, yeah. Do I play any other games from Corey? Right now, I am just focusing on Clash Royale for streaming purposes. But I am working on also getting my YouTube channel up and running. And, oh, it's a graveyard! It is that sneaky graveyard deck. Wow, look at that. And often, this might... Oh, the fireball came down, but there's still some skellies on there. But on the other side, this balloon is hitting the tower. And that tower goes down. Wow. I mean, great effort there by Carlidios to try and turn the tables a little bit. He definitely took him by surprise, and he's going for a graveyard on the other side. I don't think that I agree with that one. I think he really should have continued on the right-hand side tower, especially because that's where the guards were. So we would have had a better chance at getting more damage on there. Let's see here. All of the Cream Esports are definitely not Canadian. Oh, CA might stand for something else then. So well played. So this is what happens now. Magic Superiority won 3 matches in a row. So that means that set 1 goes to Magic Superiority. And Cream Esports will be given the choice to, they have 60 seconds. They can decide to globally ban a card, or they can choose to leave things as is and go into set number 2. So they'll let us know within 60 seconds, and then both teams have a 5-minute break to strategize. That's the one. Canadians are too kind to win. Central America, it could be, yeah. I know that this is they changed RPL to Americas to include all the Americas, so it very well could be, yeah. Let's see here, and and Corey, just to finish the question there, I got sidetracked. Let's see. Yeah. Right now I'm focusing on Clash Royale just because I'm so new. I've only been streaming for 6 weeks now, and I'm not ready to introduce a second game yet. So, but I am working on some stuff kind of offline. I've been looking at Paladin Strike and just a number of other things. So, let's see. It has a country flag by the player name on the scoreboard. Oh, thank you, Drew. There we go. So you can see that. You can see all those flags there. Awesome. Okay. So so I've been looking at Paladin Strike. There's also a new game that I've been looking into as well, but I can't talk about that yet. So there's definitely some exciting things that are coming up, and I think it's going to be very, very cool. But Clash Royale is my love. That's my, that's my baby. So, so I definitely want to establish myself with this game, and I'm just loving it. I'm having such a good time. So here, nobody responded in time for the ban. They're given 60 seconds, so nobody said anything. So that means that there's no ban going into set 2. It's just going to be a blank slate, bring your best deck. Let's see here. You should play PUBG. I'd be your teammate. I might. I'm right now, I'm strictly on mobile games. And that's just due to equipment. I have a computer, but it's not computer game playable, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I just have to wait, and I'm putting all my Twitch earnings towards a computer. And I think that's when I can get into more stuff like Fortnite, PUBG, those kind of, those big old battle royale games. So, yeah. Too kind to ban cards. Ooh, hiccups. Oh my goodness, I need to get some water. Sorry. Just 1 second. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay, I'm back, sorry. Yeah, I get these random hiccups, like 3 or 4 an hour, and then they just go away. The worst, though, is when they stay, and they'll stay for like a half hour, and I get like the hugest hiccups you've ever heard. So I'm glad this wasn't one of them. So right now, they're sending lineups and kind of strategizing again for this set number 2. And they've got a couple more minutes. It looks like 3, maybe 2 more minutes or so before we start set 2. PUBG has the mobile version. Yes, I know it does. I downloaded it. I just haven't tried it. I don't know how it's gonna be on mobile. I think it's well, I don't know until I try it. So, but it is on my list of things to kind of look into and play. There's a few new games, like Paladin Strike, as I mentioned, was one of them. But also Contra Return is coming out this year, which I'm really excited to see how this one. Most people are familiar with Contra from over the years. And also Shadowgun Legends is already out, I believe. And that's one that I wanted to look into, just so it looks really fun. So, yeah. So we'll see what those ones are all about. Paladin Strike is still really, really new, but that's also what makes it really exciting. So we'll see. If anything, I would only introduce, if or when I do introduce a new game, it'll only be once a week. And then my focus will still be on Clash Royale. So no worries there. I will always be bringing you fabulous Clash content. Okay, and also, if you guys haven't followed me yet, make sure you hit me up with a follow. I'm really close to hitting 600, actually, which is pretty insane. I feel like I just hit 500, so definitely hit me up with a follow, because I am going to be doing more RPL streams. I'll be streaming tomorrow's RPL, both matches, and hopefully more throughout the season as well. So definitely hit me up so you can get all the notifications for when I go live. And then besides RPL, I do regular streams as well. These are new this week with RPL starting, but I do grand challenges and ladder pushes and all that kind of stuff as well, and just hangouts. I also do a play with Ms. G-Pop day, where it's we make a clan, and then people always ask, oh, can I battle you, or I want to do a 2v2 with you. So that's the day where everybody has an opportunity to play a game with me or against me. And if they play against me, here's the fun part. I should say the extra fun part. If you want to play against me, you pick a number between 1 and 50, and then I go to the global leaderboards and I pick that person, whoever, you know, is the 48th person on the global leaderboards, and I blind copy their deck, and that's what I fight you with. So it's super fun. We've had some like insane troll decks, and like one was an all legendary deck, and just like crazy stuff. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be starting the second set now. Okay, so we have Rayo is going to be playing up against Dragneil. So they have 60 seconds to accept the match. And again, some of this stuff might seem, you know, the reason why everything is done by time, 60 seconds to do this, 5 minutes for this, is to keep everything on schedule. It's for the pro players themselves. They have lots to do. A lot of people have to practice, and you know, they have normal lives as well. So tournaments like this, if you don't have parameters like that, they can just drag on and on because people think they'll take the time to do other things. So so this way everything stays on schedule, and I'm really impressed actually about with this being my first time doing RPL. I'm very, very impressed at the organization of the event days and that. So, okay, I like that play. I like using that Dark Prince. Dark Prince was able to splash both of the rascals, the lady rascals. I like that. Rayo looks like he's playing maybe a traditional bridge spam deck. I'm assuming that there's a Battle Ram in there. Maybe the Inferno Dragon one. Battle Ram Inferno Dragon. Or it could be the Minion Horde one as well. I'm not too sure. We see Zappies coming out from Dragneil. It's kind of like Dragneil's playing a version of a bait deck. Look at that. Okay. Well played. The Ice Spirit does jump onto that Zappy there to stun me a lot of damage. Thank you so much for the follow. Smoke Executioner. How's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. And thank you. Welcome to the family. You are now a popper. That's what we've been calling ourselves, or poppers. It's pretty fun. But that's awesome. Thank you so much. How you doing today? Let's see. ROS is a ripoff of PUBG. Which one? What's ROS? Let's see here. Nice tornado of that Goblin Barrel to the King Tower. And Rayo has basically set himself up now for the rest of the match. Every time a Goblin Barrel comes down, every time a Miner comes down, he will have an option of how he wants to defend it. He doesn't need to defend it as heavy because now he's going to have the that King Tower also working to take all of that to take all those troops down. Nice play on that tornado there to save the princess, and now Dragneil will have to put more elixir on the board to take care of that princess. She gets one shot. Will she get a second? She does get a second shot to kill those rascals, but we still have a big rascal with two Zappies behind. It's crazy how much value the princess gets in this deck. Wow, look at that. And a very, very well played miner by Dragneil to get rid of that princess that was getting such good value. Nice play. That Goblin Barrel is getting tons of damage. Look at that. Brings the tower down to 999. Let's see here. Princess again in the center of the map here. Definitely need to protect against those Zappies. And again, even though they don't do a whole ton of damage, oh, look at that. The princess. All that. Oh, look at this. Dragneil is coming in hot with all of those troops and a perfectly timed zap to save that princess. Here comes a Goblin Barrel on both sides, and a log comes down from Rayo. Unfortunately, Dragneil has to take the damage from that Goblin Barrel. But now he's coming in strong. He has a bit more elixir on the board here. Miner's able to come in the back. That princess is working on the Zappies. He says good game, but we'll see. Can he not defend against that? Okay, so he's got Minion Horde. There's no big spell from Rayo. So this is, it's not game over yet, man. Not even close. Look at that. We have well played Goblin Gang right at the last second. Look at that. And another Goblin Barrel comes out. Is this one going to take it? He's zapped, but it does take the tower. Wow. Well played, well played. Oh, that one was a close one. All right, let's see here. Wow. Okay, very well played. And that match does go to Rayo for Magic Superiority. So they do take the first battle within this set here. Let's see. Oh, Rules of Survival. Oh, okay, gotcha. Let's see. It was raining and was pleased I was awake watching Twitch, so now I'm not allowed to bring PCs in my room. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks, Aloka. So you can't have your PC in your room anymore? That's a bummer. I know, I always have my windows open when it's raining. I love listening to the rain. It's been gloomy all day today. It just looks like gray and gross. So I'm really hoping that it's going to rain a little bit later and I can work on my YouTube video with the rain in the background. So here we have Manuel against Eddie JJ. And Manuel is from Magic Superiority. Eddie is from Cream Esports. And we have Manuel playing a Lava Hound deck. And there's a balloon and a Mega Minion behind that Hound. So I think, yeah, that balloon is getting to the tower for sure. It's going to get one hit off and the death damage. That took a ton of damage off that tower. Wow, look at that. Odd question. Do you watch hockey much? Hyperion, welcome, man. And welcome back, I should say. I like hockey playoffs. This year, I really didn't get to watch much hockey at all because of all the streaming that I've been doing. But actually, the Winnipeg Jets have been doing amazing this season. I'm not even sure where they're at, but they've done very well this year. And usually they haven't even made it into the playoffs. So very impressive with what they were able to do this year. Let's see here. And I'm Canadian. Hockey is the Canadian sport, right? Football's American football, and then Canada's all about hockey. Let's see here. Yeah, the smell too of the rain. Definitely loving that. Raging, how you doing, Raging? Welcome back. That Mega Minion does get hits on the tower, bringing it down to 420. So that's within 2 fireball ranges. So we'll see how else this plays out here. And this is like a minor. I'm assuming there's a poison in Eddie's the last card in his hand. That miner's getting so much damage off that tower, bringing it down to 800. Manuel is trying to use the tower HP as a resource because he wants to get that Lava Hound down. And that's what you have to do when you're playing these big beatdown decks. But that Dark Goblin gets onto the tower, and that tower is done. Wow. Look at this. So he does get the balloon behind that Lava Hound. That Dark Goblin is so value. And now Manuel's like, I do not want to deal with your Dark Goblin. I'm fireballing it. Like, I'm done. So, and he did get the death damage, but needs a fireball. Or is this going to hit the tower? Let's see. No, he doesn't get it. Wow. Did that ever come down right to it? Wow. Well played, Eddie. Takes Manuel down and gets the first win for Cream Esports. Wow. Very, very well played. My goodness. I told you guys, these matches, they're crazy. Oh my goodness. Deadpool 2 comes out tomorrow. I'm so excited for Deadpool 2. I think everybody pretty much is. Let's see here. So now we have Benjamin playing against Hector. And Hector is playing for Cream Esports. And Benjamin playing for Magic Superiority. And right now we're sitting in set 2 at 1-1. And we can go in and spectate here. Me too, they leaked he was going to be there. Oh, crazy. Corey, my YouTube channel. I haven't posted a first video yet, so I think that's why people are having a hard time finding it. But if you go, since you're on my Twitch channel right now, if you go to info, there's these panels with like different buttons in that. And if you push the YouTube button, it'll take you right to my YouTube channel. And I will for sure have my first video posted this week. And I already have the second one done. I'm just having to finish the first one. So let's see here. We've got Expo going against Lava Hound, and that Expo is completely demolishing that tower. Look at this. That tower's done. It's a straight up tower trade. But now is it going to be a race? Because Benjamin has the balloon, fireballs those archers. The balloon only got one hit though, and the Mega Minion will be targeted. Let's see here. No, he's zapped. But the Mega Minion gets pulled away by those 3 skeletons, so that definitely does prevent a lot of damage from that Mega Minion. Probably 3-4 swings from it because of all that travel time. So, wow, King Tower's down to 1573 already. Very, very well played. No advertising, please, Ash. Appreciate it. If you want to, you can always join my server, and you can connect with people that way. And you can also join like the Clash Royale server, and that it's really good for finding people to join and all that kind of stuff. Join Nova EG Hydra today. Cool, someone streams from there. Yes, I do, Josh. Welcome. How you doing, man? I just started about 6 weeks ago, but there's actually a number of other streamers as well. Ziggy is in the clan, and she streams Clash Royale and AOV. We also have somebody else that will be joining soon that's also a streamer. So there's definitely lots of stuff always going on in the clan and in the family. So now we only have 461 left on that King Tower. That fireball was, I don't know. I don't think that was the best fireball, but at this point, there's not really a lot that Hector can do with only 461 left on the tower when it goes into overtime, if it went into overtime. But here with the death damage and the fireball, that's going to take the 3 crown. Wow. Very well played. Benjamin takes that win, and now Magic Superiority is sitting at 2 wins with Cream Esports sitting at 1. So we are going to go into the 4th match now, and we'll see what it turns out to be. Let's see. Dollar sign. We'll just say cab? Maybe cab? Thank you so much for the follow, Josh. I really appreciate that, man. Welcome to the fam. You're now a popper. So Cab J is playing against Carlidios Manco. And Carlidios Manco is from Cream Esports, and Cab J from Superiority. Just as reminders, I'll let you know kind of who is who. So look at this. We have a pretty baity deck looking like from Cab J. From Carlidios Manco, he's got that Grandpa. And I'm pretty sure in the first set he used a Grandpa deck, yes? I've gotten into hockey this year. I've been rooting on my home team. Oh, the Preds. Oh, the Predators. I know, sad, the Winnipeg Jets. But still, it's impressive that the Jets even made the playoffs, so... Oh, let's see here. Right? Winnipeg Jets? Because Winnipeg's amazing. It's the best city ever. Really, there's only like 750,000 people that live in my city, Winnipeg. Okay, so we have... pretty much equal tower damage here. Both towers are still over 2,000, so nothing significant. And let's see here. Oh, this is the Carlitos. He's going to have Rascals in this deck, right? Yes, I think so. It's 3 Musketeer, Hog Rider, Grandpa, Rascal deck, if I'm sure. But yeah. Oh, and the Hunter. Maybe this one doesn't have the Rascals. But this is another very, very popular 3 Musketeer deck right now. It does work. Nice block with the, actually very nice block with the Skeleton Barrel there on the Hunter, because the Hunter would have taken out the Bats, and that Hog Rider would have just gone ham and had nothing to defend it, and that Hunter would have then ended up on the tower as well. So, let's see here. You and Garlic Bread, Agent Epic. Let's see here. Rage Fireball. Oh, Zippy's still here. Oh, you're heading to bed now. Oh, well, thank you so much for coming out, Zippy. Really appreciate that. And we will see you tomorrow, because it's Friday tomorrow. so everybody can hang out later because it's you guys don't have to go to bed so early. We'll see you tomorrow for sure, hun. Have a good evening, Popper Empire. Zippy and I were talking earlier today, and he was called in Empire. I thought that was so funny. Alright, so we have Rascals coming down with an Inferno Dragon. Oh, and then an Inferno Dragon comes right back. Wow, it did take out both of those female Rascals there. The Lady Rascals. But a Hog Rider coming down. It's only 278. He really has to just ignore that tower. Because he knows it's going down, and he just had to push and try to get that right-hand tower down. Not really much to do in that situation. So, very, very well played on both sides. So this is, right, that was Carlitos that got that one down. So now we are 2-2 because Carlitos is from Cream Esports. So we are going into match number 5, everybody. Oh, these are the ones that get so intense, right? You've got, it's 2-2 in set number 2. And this could be it for the whole day, right? Or not for the whole day. We have another matchup coming after this. But if Cream Esports, if they lose this, then they do lose the matchup against Magic Superiority. So they need to win this to push this game into set number 3. So this is a big one here, Pete. So it's because I'm hyping the chat, you guys. This is intense. So. Alright, so let's see. We have Hog Rider, Ice Wizard. We actually saw this deck yesterday. Clash Nebula is playing against Billy. Billy is from Magic Superiority, and Clash Nebula is from Cream Esports. And we can see that it's an Expo. It is the 2.9 Expo deck, which we saw tons of yesterday when we were streaming the Sandstorm matchup, the original Sandstorm. So it's definitely a strong deck, and it's going against this 2.9 Expo cycle. So yeah. Supa, how's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. I'm having so much fun casting. I really am. This is my second time doing like an official casting event, so I'm feeling just absolutely great about it. So we see here that Clash Nebula is going to be poisoning that Expo every time it comes out. He has the actually, I think we saw this exact same matchup last time, and it just ended up going to a tie. Let's see, I just need a sip of water here. Ooh, okay. So this one, we need, if we want this match to continue, Clash Nebula would have to take that win to push this into set number 3. So he's definitely going to poison the Expo, and then he'll have the log as a backup if he needs it. And then he has the Ice Golem to help tank for that Expo while it's being poisoned. The only other thing is there's not a lot of tanks. He has the Tombstone and the Ice Golem. Those are the two things that can tank for that Expo. So he goes for an Expo on the other side. Now, with double Elixir, though, he's going to be able to put that Tesla in the same lane as the Expo, and that is big news, people. Oh, Daenerys is here. Welcome, welcome, girl. Can we get a shout out for Daenerys in the chat? Daenerys is a streamer for AOV and Paladin Strike. Really great girl. You guys got to go check her out. So let's see here. They put a defensive Expo this time. And I like this play. You play a defensive Expo. It will typically last a little bit longer with its health. By the time that you put your second offensive Expo down, your defensive one would hopefully still be alive, and then you'd actually have 2 Expos fighting or targeting on the offensive troops. Unfortunately, for Billy, Clash Nebula was able to kill that first Expo, so he wasn't able to get that set up. And here we go, he's able to take that Expo out before it locks on the tower. Very, very well played. Clash Nebula is doing a great job defending against these Expos. Wow, that fireball though! Wow! At least that Mega Minion still had a little bit of health because he missed the zap on that Mega Minion. So the Mega Minion was able to take out that Expo. So we have here, is he going to play a defensive one? He does play a defensive Tesla Tower. And that Tesla was a perfect placement. You can see the the right-hand tower was actually targeting that Hog Rider, and then he's able to put down a Ice Wizard, and he fireballed it, so that went down really quick. So you can see that Clash Nebula is getting a little bit of damage every single time from that poison value, and just from the log value. So minute 53 left, though. I don't know if he can poison a log out that tower. So, and here's another defensive move. So he's hoping that Clash Nebula wasn't going to play his poison, let that Expo stay alive, and then be able to put a second one down. But Clash Nebula, he knows better, right? He's like, nah, I gotta take out that, because otherwise this happens. And now you have 2 Expos that are targeting all those offensive troops or defensive troops, and he's really hoping to get that value onto the tower, which he was able to take out that Hog Rider, but Clash Nebula is just a coming. He is gonna get that Hog Rider down, and a fireball comes down. Let's see, that Hog's gonna get hit. No, it does go for the Tesla Tower right in the corner there. We see some angry emotes coming out here. They're both fighting. They're fighting real hard here. Let's see here. I don't know. It's like neither of them are fighting for a tie. They're both just going for it. Okay, so a Tesla comes down just in time to kill that Hog Rider. No damage comes down on that tower. Billy's trying to cycle. He's leaking a little bit of elixir, though, but a nice value fireball. Look at that. Very nicely played. And a Hog Rider comes down yet again. Tesla comes down to block that Hog Rider, and a nice poison onto the Tesla, the archers, and the tower. Very well played. That tower gets down to 761. But at this time, Billy's like, I'm just trying to defend. He's basically been trying to defend for the last minute. But now he tries one last-ditch effort and puts that Expo down. But now he doesn't have the elixir. Oh, he does. He does for that Tesla. Oh, that could have been so close. Oh, that could have been so close. Okay, so now what happens, just to let everybody know, this was a draw. So there will be a matchup between the exact same 2 players, Clash Nebula against Billy. They will go in for a rematch, and there's no restrictions. They can keep their deck, they can change their deck. It doesn't matter. Whatever they choose to do, they can do. If this second match turns into a tie, then it's the person that has the most damage done onto their tower. They will be on the losing side. So in that case, Billy would have been on the losing side because they had the single lowest tower. So let's see here. And they are given 60 seconds as well to change the decks if they want to kind of re-strategize with their team. And we are going back in it. Okay, here we go. Clash Nebula again from Cream Esports and Billy from Magic Superiority. Oh, this is big. This is real big, man. Okay, let's see. I know I missed a bunch of chat here. Day. Oh, I'm doing absolutely fabulous. How are you doing, girl? Let's see here. Would you want Sparky to shoot air or stay the same? If Sparky shot air, the whole game would collapse. Absolutely. Yeah, Agent agrees. Let's see here. Oh, you're at your mom's place. Oh, okay. Well, have fun. We'll talk to you later, hun. Lauren, Abby, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. How you doing today? Can I be co-caster sometime? Well, we'll have to see how it goes. So let's see. Clash Nebula is playing... Does this one look like that one with a hut and a P.E.K.K.A? The one that was crazy big with Zappies? Could it be Zappies, P.E.K.K.A, Hut as the last 3 cards? I'm not sure because he has guards though. So let's see. And we have Billy is coming in with the Hunter. I think this is the 3M deck with 3 Musketeers and a Hog Rider. But let's see. Let's see what comes out here. No, it's the guards. Then is this just the 3M deck then? I don't know. So many new decks right now have come out into the meta with the introduction of the Rascals and with the since the balance changes. So it's very interesting to see a lot of them, and a lot of them have like very similar parts of their decks are really similar. So when you see something, it could be only one card off of a completely different meta. So let's see. I'm fabulous, Obby. Oh, Ultimate Hunter, how you doing? Where's the hard counter emote for poor Billy? Oh, it's a giant deck. Look at this. I think we've only seen one. Have we seen giant, actually? I'm not sure. Oh, and Clash Nebula does have the Inferno Dragon. And he has the E-Wizard. That's going to be real tough for Billy to get through here. Even with the Hunter, that Hunter got completely destroyed. Look at that. Miner comes down on the tower, maybe a little bit early, but the E-Wiz is able to clean up all of this. Oh, unfortunately, that Mega Minion was a panic drop, so he's going to lose out on that 3 elixir. That's definitely a tough one. Let's see here. Hunter is able to clean everything up there. Poison comes down to take that Hunter out. The Royal Ghost is going to die to that Hunter, though he gets 1 swing off on the Giant, which is some nice value. But here again comes that Inferno Dragon, and there's really nothing that Billy can do to save his Giant. His Giant is just going to melt. I mean, with this, I'd probably just not play Giant, or I would try to bait out the Inferno Dragon on one side and go in on the other. But that Poison, that's going to take that tower down. Well played, Clash Nebula. And look at this. This means that it is Cream Esports just took this set. So we're going into set 3, folks. Like, this is big news here. It's going to set 3. That's how tight these matchups are. That legit, it's crazy. Let's get some hype in the chat. Yeah, Sir Joltix, bringing in that hype. And look at my hype emoji. For anybody that subscribes to me, you get this cool hype emoji. Yeah. Billy's just using Miner Chip. Oh, yeah. I know. I would have just stuck with the Miner Chip, to be honest. I wouldn't have played that Giant. Unless I absolutely had to block something. But to use it just as a meat shield. Let's see. It's not a hard counter. I thought it was a P.E.K.K.A. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it was a super hard matchup for sure. The Poison is the winning. Yeah. Nice. Cream has definitely come back, you guys. They lost the first set real bad, 3-0, and they came back to take set number 2 at 3-2. Here's also what's happening. Now, Magic Superiority is given 60 seconds to ban a card, and it's a globally banned card, so that means that nobody can use it, including themselves. So they have 60 seconds to announce if they are going to ban that card. And if they don't announce, then... oh, here we go. They're banning the Ice Golem. Interesting. Okay. We'll see how this plays out. Okay, so now what happens? They're given 5 minutes as a kind of re-strategize, fill up their rosters, and make sure everybody knows what deck they're going to be using and how they're going in on this. So I'm going to run to the washroom super quickly, but I will be back before the next match starts. And let's put on really quick. We will put on a quick matchup here. Ooh, let's see this. We got Mirror and Clone. Yes, please. All right, let's throw that on real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, peeps. How's that match up there? Let's make sure. Okay, last set. Here we go. So now, everybody remember the Ice Golem is globally banned, so nobody can use the Ice Golem. Let's see. And Rayo, that was perfect timing. Oh my goodness. So we have Rayo versus Dawn as number 1. Let's check it out here. Okay, spectate. Also, if anybody hasn't followed, make sure you hit me up with a follow there. You press the little heart button, doesn't cost you a thing. And then you can get notified when I go live. I'm going to be doing more RPL tomorrow, and I'll be bringing you some RPL every week. There's new signups each week, so I can't tell you which days, but at the beginning of the week, I'll definitely let you know when I will be doing it. So you gotta follow, and you can also follow me on Twitter. And if you do them on both, then you'll never miss anything that's going on. So, yeah. And I also recently have a Discord server. I know, all the things, right? But I do have a Discord server. If you guys just want to kind of hang out and, like, when I'm not on stream, there's quite a few people in there now. I think there's, like, 60 or so people in the server. So, it's a pretty pumping server already for just being out for a couple of weeks. So come hang out, chill if you want. It's a pretty amazing bunch of people. So that battle ram does connect to the tower. Very well played, because that wizard was distracted on the on that P.E.K.K.A there. What kind of deck is Dawn playing? Dawn is from Cream Esports CA, and Rayo is from Magic Superiority. So we have a Valkyrie Wizard Balloon deck. Look at this push. A Valkyrie Loon push, and wow, very well defended by Rayo. Drops that P.E.K.K.A down on the Valkyrie, and it takes it out in a couple swings, and he's still able to drop down that E-Wizard to defend against the balloon. Unfortunately for Rayo, that balloon did get the death damage on the tower, though. Let's see here. E-Barb's Mirror Clone Rage. Is that what happened in the last one? I know I put on, like, a really ridiculous one because I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, what? I was like, mirror and clone, what is this? If Daenerys was here, she would like that. She was big on, no, not clone. Rage and heal. Those were her favorite ones. She just played, like, one of the dirtiest decks ever. So it looks like here Rayo definitely has the hard counters to Dawn's match, to Dawn's deck here. I'm really surprised about the Wizard and the Valkyrie, though, because they're not the strongest cards in the meta right now. But again, the other thing is that sometimes by using cards that are not super familiar, it puts people on edge, right? Because they're not used to it. They're not used to seeing those cards. And he had the matchup just until that last push. Rayo came in and just destroyed that right-hand tower. Wow, look at this. So, again, he's not able to get that. Oh, a freeze. He missed the freeze. Oh, no. He missed it. Oh, no. I would have done it other side. Why did he go? Why did he switch lanes? I have no idea why Dawn switched lanes there. He should have kept going. If he had a freeze and a rocket, oh, he should have kept going on the other side, in my opinion. But again, I'm not a pro player, but I'm pretty good at analysis, though. Like, some people, like, you know, the Rumham, for example, he was much better at explaining things than he was at playing them, and I think that I'm in that boat as well. Obviously, not nearly as knowledgeable as Rumham, but just along those same lines. So let's see here. We're going into our next match. We have Hector BR going against Mr. Saul. Mr. Saul is from Magic Superiority, and on the top, Hector is from Cream Esports. That last win as well from Rayo, that went to Magic Superiority. So right now it is 1-0. Let's see. Why is Dawn playing a deck that only works on ladder? Yeah, I was surprised about that as well, Twin Hunter. I was very surprised about it. So, I mean, he was doing quite well with it, and that surprised me. it was just that one push that he couldn't come back from. So I think that in that matchup, Rayo was getting an elixir advantage every single push that was coming down with that balloon and Valkyrie. So let's see. Don't you hate when you bite the side of your tongue and it completely stuns you and leaves you reeling? Yes. But for me, I always bite my cheek, not my tongue, because I have super chubby cheeks. So I always seem to bite my cheek in this one spot. Hog Rider's going to get 2 shots on that tower. No, it didn't get the second one off. Let's see here. Inferno Dragon and that Mega Meteor are pretty much going to cancel out. Cream is just too good. And no, I love it. You're crazy, Saeed. You're crazy, man. Oh, wait, you guys, or wait for this sound. You know what this means. Oh, that's a nice tea. A fresh iced tea. I love this stuff. It's so good. It's my last one, though. Just have to, like, extra enjoy it. Okay. So we have... Oh, I'm so happy we're seeing Rascals. Loving the Rascal decks that are coming out right now. And again, don't forget, the Rascals are 5 elixir. They're not cheap. I think a lot of people, the way they've been defending them is like they are a cheaper card. But look at this. And is there no zap? Oh, but there is a... oopsie. He missed a skeleton. Look at that 1.5 health skeleton. That is one of the worst things in the entire world, you guys. When one skeleton has half HP... and it just sits there and just jab, 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 jab. Oh, absolutely brutal. Thank you so much for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. Two pap for Richard. Welcome. How you doing today? Or when you hit your toe against the table. Oh, that's brutal too. I would agree that they're borderline OP Ultimate Hunter. I don't think I would call them broken or anything. I think just that the chubby boy needs a bit of a diet. That's all. He needs a little diet, and he's just big boned though. It's all good. But just a little bit of HP off the top. Let's see here. That Inferno Dragon is definitely giving Mr. Saul a run for his money here. Okay, wow. So he actually played the Miner on top of the Executioner. Interesting. Okay. Thank you so much for the follow, Celagem. How's it going, man? Welcome. Welcome to the Popper family. And this is perfect. You guys followed, so now you'll get all my notifications, which I don't do lots. I'm one of those people that does very minimal notifications. Just when I go live or when there's like something important happening. So nice placement of that Miner in the front, but that tornado brings everything off of the tower. Tower's down to 273, you guys. Oh my goodness, what's gonna happen? That's a great push too, because he put the nice pre-log. He needs 2 hits from that Hog Rider. But here comes the skeletons. Let's go. Oh, it does! The Hog Rider gets the second shot. Wow! Wow, Mr. Saul. Wow. Oh my goodness, you guys. That was crazy. Okay, so this means that the second win goes to Mr. Saul for Magic Superiority. That means it's 2-0, people. It's 2-0. So now if Magic Superiority, if they win this next one, if Kevin R.A. wins this next match, then they win overall from today. Because right now, they won the first set, they lost the second set, and they're up 2 matches, or 2 games to nothing in this third set. I don't know what's going to happen. This could be it right here. This could be it, boys and girls. Oh my goodness. I want the Millennium Falcon. Who doesn't want the Millennium Falcon? It's fun. You step on a brick, you start questioning life. I know what Missy's name is. Mary Poppins. I'll start singing like Mary Poppins songs. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Who's playing next? Good question. Next is Sandstorm LA versus Arena Berserk. And I will be streaming that second matchup today, so you guys will have to stick around because that one's going to be super amazing as well. But let's get back to this gameplay here. We have Clash Nebula against Kevin RA. Again, Clash Nebula is from Cream Esports, Kevin from Magic Superiority, and we've got more Rascals. And how funny is this? We haven't seen Magic Archer once in today's matches so far, and now he's in both decks. So they're both coming in with Magic Archer. Nice placement for those Rascals there. Preferably, I don't like splitting them, honestly. But again, that's just my opinion. I haven't really played with them a lot either. But usually I like keeping them together because that's you want that heavy boy right in front there to take all that aggro. So nice princess play down here to try to mitigate any damage on that tower, or too much damage on that tower. Let's see here. I wonder what the other cards are. There's probably a big spell. There might be a rocket. Oh, it's a giant skeleton! Who would have guessed a giant skeleton in that deck? I don't know. I certainly didn't. But wow. Oh, and what a good Magic Archer placement. Look at that. Wow. He dropped the Magic Archer right behind that that giant skeleton, so it's actually hitting the tower while Kevin was defending against that giant skelly. So he's got that tower down to 1667, and now that bubblegum rascal did a ton of damage as well on the other side, bringing it down to 1746. My goodness. What a crazy, crazy deck that he is playing, that Clash Nebula is playing. My goodness, look at this. And he's doing work. Very nice. Oh, look at that pull. That minor pull was insane, you guys. Wow. This is the difference. See, this is what pro playing is. This is what it's about. I would have never, ever thought to try to save your princess by pulling the minor directly towards the king tower. That's amazing. Wow. Thankfully, the Magic Archer for Kevin was able to stay alive, but Clash is going to get some nice chip damage done from all of those. Wow, the princess does stay alive. Well done protecting that princess, Kevin. He's got tower damage is pretty equal right now. But again, as I said, this is for all the marbles right here. So we've got another Goblin Barrel coming down. That was able to do like 200 damage for Kevin. So now both those towers are about equal. The advantage that Clash Nebula has is that he's really pushing both sides. So he can continue to kind of work on both sides and take the advantage where it is. But for Kevin, he's just working on that one tower, which again has its own advantages, right? Because now he has one tower down to 830 instead of two towers that are down to 12 and 1400 respectively. So the MT, how you doing, man? Welcome. Let's see here. Wow. Giant Skelly placed down in the corner again. You think they're gonna tie? I mean, they might. It's gonna come down to just that absolute grinding fight right to the end here. We know that that Clash Nebula is doing everything in their power to save this matchup so that his team can continue on in this third set. But Kevin RA, he's already got the tower down to 651. I think with the Goblin Barrels and how he's been playing that he'll have enough to get that tower right down. But we'll never know. We won't know we'll never know. We'll know within 60 seconds. That's when we'll know. Well played. Oh, yes, nice. Clash Nebula plays that Goblin Gang down so perfectly that the Goblin Barrel didn't even get a stab off. Not even one stab came off that. Well played on that princess there, because that princess has been driving Clash Nebula crazy. He doesn't have an easy way to bring it out. Does he have Rocket? He hasn't played his last card. It must be Rocket. He's trying to get that tower down into rocket range. Oh, and a pre-log! How much? Oh, look at that. Down to 384. What's going to happen here? He drops a giant skelly at the bridge. What's the last card? He's got to throw it right now. I think it's a rocket. What else would he have that he hasn't played yet? I don't know. 10 seconds. Well, I would have put the I would have put it in the front again, but let's see here. 3 seconds left. That's it. It is a tie. Wow. And look at that. Their towers are nearly equal. Like, one was at 3, one was at 4 something, but wow. They were just trading damage back and forth. So as a reminder, this is what happens going forward. Both Kevin and Clash Nebula, they will rematch. And those are the ones they have to rematch each other. Those two players. They can't pick different players. There's no restrictions on cards. They can bring the same deck if they want to, or they can bring a different deck. They have 60 seconds to kind of re-strategize with their team and to figure out what they want to bring for his for that. What was his last card then? Minion Horde. It was Minion Horde. He couldn't play it down with the princess. That's why. Gotcha. Yeah, very nice prediction. The MT, very, very nice. So yeah, so they have 60 seconds to re-strategize and then go in. So again, if Kevin R.A., if he wins this match, then Magic Superiority will beat Cream Esports CA. So it does. It comes down to this. King Kevin, how you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. How you doing today? So let's see who's going to start this off. Oh my goodness. Is anybody else like, oh, my heart's just pumping. Oh, he brings a Lava Hound. Here comes the Hound, baby. Is it going to be Lava Loon? Is it going to be Lava Inferno Dragon? I think this is the Lava Loon version. I'm quite sure. We saw this deck already today, and we saw it go crazy tower trade. Unfortunately, the flying machine is on the other side, so it's not going to be helping out. That balloon, though, it almost got out of range of that hunter, but the hunter did take it out by the time it got to the tower, so a very, very nice defense from Clash Nebula. Let's see here. I think Kevin's just going to take that damage. Yeah. With the hunter, it does do a fair bit of damage, those 2 shots, but it's not worth defending against it when you have a big beatdown deck. So, Law the Smurf, how you doing? It's gonna be Lava Hog Mortar. That's not my dream. Oh, get out of here, Law the Smurf. Here to cause trouble, I see. How you doing, though? Nice to see you, bye. I haven't seen you in a while in stream. I see you around, but I haven't seen you come by for a bit, so I'm glad you could make it. Let's see, we've got the giant hunter deck coming down here. Wow, look at that. Minor Poison is getting so much value. Look at that. And the flying machine is going to die, and there's nothing else to do anything on that miner. So serious value coming down there. He's able to defend very well. He took all of, 200 damage maybe, if that, off of that tower. Yet Clash Nebula was able to bring the right-hand side tower down to 1,032. I don't know if I like that play with the giant. I think he was expecting that the giant wouldn't go for the tombstone. So, but now he's going to go in for he's not going to do the poison. He's just going to get some chip damage with that miner. Don't even worry about it, DeFox Boy. You're here now, man. And this is the match that may declare it all. If Kevin R.A. wins it, Magic Superiority wins it all. If Cream Esports wins it, then they move on to play another match. So this is definitely going to be a tower trade here. I don't know that Clash Nebula needed to do a tower trade, but with only a few seconds left, he just had to really, really get in there. I'm busy on in chat and stream waiting to see if I need to ban you. Get out of here, man. All right, let's check it out. Law the Smurf and I have a history of banter, so he's always coming in here making all the puns and the jokes. And all right, so now we have okay. So Clash Nebula's like, okay, you want to put down a Lava Hound? I'm going crazy, and I'm going to try to end the game right here. Does he have a poison? He does put the poison down, but he doesn't get the, he was trying to get the, what's it called? The flying machine. So he wasn't able to get the tombstone as well. So that was very well placed by Kevin R.A. But now, this Hound and Balloon, does he have enough? He has enough for the Hunter, but he needs to get that balloon down before it gets to the tower. And oh, and he does! He does, because he puts that Mega Minion down, but he needs more. Okay, he's able to put the guards down to distract, and he's able to get that Giant down to aggro the flying machine. Wow! You guys, wow. Oh, and he goes for a balloon in the pocket. But the Hunter is here to say, I don't think so. Oh, wow. Well played, Tombstone. These guys can predict absolutely crazy, crazy moves. Unfortunately, oh, wow, look at this. I think this is it now. There's no Tombstone available. The Tombstone's gone because he used it on the, oh, and a Fireball, but he does take that tower down. Look at that. And Cream Esports lives on to fight for this win. And it's now a 2-1. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Let's get some hype in the chat. That was crazy. What a comeback story for Cream Esports. They are fighting. Them's fighting words, you guys. Oh my goodness. So we now have Carlitos versus what do we see? Carlitos? Oh no, I see they just misspelled, sorry. So we have no, sorry, I was wrong. It is Carlitos against Carlitos. I was so confused there for a minute. Yeah, Carlitos Manco versus Carlitos VZLA. In the blue is Magic Superiority. I guess that would have been the easy way instead of continuing to let you know who is who. But in the blue is Magic Superiority going against Cream Esports in the red, coming down here. Wow, what a matchup. So again, we're now in the same, a very similar position where Carlitos Manco has to win this if they want to, if they want Cream Esports to still be in this game here. Right now it's 2 wins for Magic Superiority. Best of 3 wins the set, and they're currently at 1-1 in the set. This is epic here. I like that placement of the 3 Musketeers because he didn't want them to get any value on the pump and the 3 Muskies. But now he's in trouble. He's in serious trouble. Here comes the minion horde. Carlitos has the poison. Nicely played. Gets the rest of that pump as well as the minion horde. That is some serious value there, and getting the tower as well. My goodness. Absolutely crazy. So we have some bridge spam coming in now with this battle ram and the goblin gang. I'm gonna call them Manco and VZ because I'm gonna muck up. I'm already mucking up the names because of just that one little difference. So I do apologize. So we got 30 people in here spectating, which is super awesome. I think there's only 15 in the clan right now. With just the people who are competing. So we have a giant coming down. I have no idea who has the matchup in this one. It based on just on the cards. We have P.E.K.K.A. going up against a giant. We know P.E.K.K.A. hard counters it, but we have the 3 Musketeers. So Pat and Matt, or just blue and red. Like I have no idea who would technically have the matchup in this one. I mean, Carlitos VZ does have a very bait-driven deck, so I don't know. Look at that though, huge push coming down there, but that giant is soaking up all that damage. If he didn't have enough for that giant, that would have been game right there. Oh, excuse me. Yes, Manco is in the red there. Okay, so tower damage is basically equal right now on both sides. Both of them have a little bit of damage done on both towers. Nice push that came down here, the battle ram and the minion horde. But unfortunately, well, he does get a fair bit of damage, actually. He does get that tower down to 1128. Nice poison value. Look at that. The miner gets on the tower with the poison value and the poison on the pump. That's the most ideal. I wouldn't have put the pump in the back if he knew he had miner, so I'm surprised he didn't put the pump in the center. Let's see. 3 muskies go down behind that giant. Okay, so he doesn't have a poison. He's going both lanes. Oh, he does. He was able to get back to that poison in time for the left-hand side there. But that musketeer's on the tower. Oh, wow. There's no big spell, though, you guys. 3 musketeer decks have no big spell. So he needs to get 120. Oh, the bandit! It does charge for the tower. That tower is down to 558 now. But this giant is getting a swing. It does get the swing. And Carlitos takes it down. That is the 3rd win for Magic Superiority. And they take the set. That means 2 sets for them against 1 for Cream Esports. Wow, you guys. Wow.